Hey, what's up, my little Tattle Tells? What's up, Sussex squad? Oh my God, today's video is a doozy. You guys, do you know that whole thing? Be careful what you wish for. Remember how Will and Kate were sitting there wishing they could have more command of the American audience, and they were eager to get in on some of that PR that his brother Harry's been enjoying for the last year? Well, guess what? Listen, you might have called me Nostradamus, because no sooner than I made a video yesterday saying, William, I don't think you want any parts of the American news market. You don't want to be more popular than your brother. Harry and Meghan are at the perfect equilibrium where they can fly under the radar, but they are still a draw. You don't want to be more famous because you're inviting the press into your personal lives. And what's more, the press, unlike the British press, doesn't have any deference to you. Well, you guys, William was actually trending on Twitter. So was Kate, and so was Rose Hanbury. Oh, you guys, you probably already heard about it. We have to talk about this. They have named him the Prince of Pogo. Now, listen, I'm not going to actually get into this because, of course, I don't want to get demonetized and there's lawsuits and all that other stuff. And again, this is pure rumor and speculation. But there was a blind item that dropped on Twitter yesterday. Let me read you the blind item. Then we're going to get into people's reactions. And then we're going to talk about how William, oddly enough, is trying to defame his mother posthumously. I don't understand. Yes, William has decided to throw everything to hell and literally defame his mother in a bid to retain his power. We'll talk about that in a second, but first let's get into this blind item that literally had Twitter ablaze. Y'all ready for this? Let's go. But before we do, hit that like and subscribe button. Or if you like me to create value, hang in there, baby, because here comes the value. Lego. Now, just to reiterate, this is a blind item. We don't even know if it's about Will and Kate, but Twitter seemed to think it was. So let me just read you what it is. Ready? This is so select. First of all, they put gardening time. Haha, wink, wink, not to Rose. They said the royal affair gossip message. This is so salacious. I'm almost too shook to share with you, but will anyway. This British royal's extramarital affair is an open secret in London and amongst the English aristocrat, and it's the talk of every party and news deck. At a recent media party, I was told the real reason for the affair was the royals' love of pogo sticks, if you will, which the wife is far too old-fashioned to engage in. The wife doesn't mind her, and in fact prefers her husband getting his sexual needs fulfilled elsewhere, as long as things don't become emotional, which was the case with the last woman. Now, you guys, the pogo stick, Twitter went crazy. Look at this. You guys, Danny is Cozy said Kensington Palace crisis managers when they see the Duchess of Tights, Prince William's affair, and the Prince of, well, you know, was trending all day on Twitter. Even Ryanair got in on it and said, William, we have a seat for you. You guys, did we call it or did we call it? Listen, those British might hate us scallywag winks Americans, but let me tell you something. In America, baby, if you're going to be famous, we make you earn it, especially if you come to the playing field saying, I deserve deference and your admiration and respect. And we're like, oh, really? Let's dig through your closet. You guys, I will say this. There's a new palace PR manager. Let me put his picture right here. Yes, Lee Thompson, who hasn't even been in the post for a few months, is literally looking at a PR crisis of tsunami levels. Lee Thompson, the PR guru, hoping to future-proof the Cambridge's public interest. Future-proof, you need to worry about the current destruction. Oh my God. Literally the tyranny of evil men has besought William and Kate's reputation. Look at this. Prince of what? Prince William accused of salacious new affair. Look at this, but they said, interestingly enough, that these rumors have been around since 2015. People even pointed to this Vanity Fair article with a little shade because people in media circles have known about it. What would you peg Prince William as? Look at the look on Kate's face and look at Prince William. I don't know. It might be a little shady. Look at this one even. Prince William allegedly cheats on Kate Middleton because he's into what? And this was the funniest one. Looking at a bowl of carrots saying, "Oh, the places we will go." Again, I don't know if this is true or not. I just know that Twitter seems to think it's true. And there was comedy for ages. You guys, he couldn't catch a break. And people literally said that they are losing it over the fact that William and Kate are overcome with jealousy that Meghan and Harry are actually thriving, surviving, and reaching a level of beloved popularity that they can't. I don't even understand. How did they think they were going to take over the American market where people in Britain can't stand them? Shouldn't you clean your own house before you come over to ours, giving us decorating advice? People also brought up why Meghan Markle was the scapegoat to distract from Prince William's affair, alleged affair, to one of Kate's very good friends, Rose Hanbury. If you guys want a deep dive on the affair, I'm going to put a link in the description box. I actually did a really good 23-minute video that went through all the intricacies of it. It was a while. People were also saying that they can't wait until the real William is actually exposed. You guys, this is juicy. We don't know if it's true, but it's so embarrassing and so unbecoming of a royal when you actually think about it. It's so funny that everything they try to do to actually hurt Harry and Meghan always ends up blowing in their face. At this point, I have to think there's a higher power. I have to think this is karma, or what everybody's saying is, and what Meghan first noticed and what they seem to hate him for, it is an ish show over there. There are a bunch of incompetent people that don't understand the way the modern social media age works. And again, when there was only one publication or only photos, yeah, but can you keep up with modern social media with Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, subthreads? You cannot control them all and you can't lock them down quick enough. Oh, it's a sad, sad day in waiting for a personality, Katie'ville and Lord Voldemort's manor. Oh my God. But then again, it's a sad day because William's probably still not there. He's probably over trimming rose bushes knee deep in that soil. If you know what I'm saying. That new PR agent is totally getting fired. Another reason he should be fired? Look at this mess William said about his mother. I'm going to do a deep dive on this, but I just wanted to touch on this. William is continuing to say that he wants the BBC to never air the Panorama interview about Diana. Now, as we know, what William wants, he rarely ever gets, because I believe Sky TV in the UK is going to air the full interview. But the fact that they are literally trying to erase Diana from the narrative, the fact that Harry is running toward bringing his mother's true legacy and what she truly wished to light, and William has decided to turn to the dark side, at least in my opinion, and actually try to cover up everything that happened. To say that she was manipulated, yes, Martin Bashir did feed into Diana's paranoia, but here's the thing about Diana's paranoia. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. It would be fine, in my mind, for William to feel like this and feel like, okay, you guys see my mother, you idolize my mother, but you don't know my mother. She was deeply emotionally unwell, this and that, blah, 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 blah. If history had not repeated itself in his own brother, everything your mom was afraid of them doing, they turned around and did the same thing toward your brother. Everything that your mom was afraid of, your brother is now afraid of. Again, maybe you could have this narrative that Diana was deeply unwell and all this stuff and everything. Well, and she was manipulated. But William, you saw them turn around and do it to your own brother. So you know your mother couldn't have been lying, because your brother, by his own words, it's happening to him. But you know what's sicker? You're leading the charge for it to happen to your brother. And you're also leading the charge for anything your mom might have said to be erased. Again, it's a long road. It's a long road. Listen, but we also have to keep this in mind, because Even though William may feel the way he feels, you are a public figure. You serve the Commonwealth. You serve the country. For William to not act like this is not an important historic interview, it's crazy. And because of the nature of your position, it is part of the public record. Somebody went to say, I'm sorry, when they were talking about this, Morton actually said, no accurate history or documentary of Diana can be made without referencing that interview. What she said was not an aberration. Indeed, much of the ground it covered had been revealed in my book, Diana, Her True Story. For the BBC to lock it away in the vault is wrong. It is wrong, but it is also part of a consistent pattern that William is now engaging in. The royals love erasing people. They are trying to erase Meghan and her children. They have erased the Queen's cousins who were mentally ill or had mental handicaps. They erased anyone and everything that does not fit into the narrative of upholding that power. And now William, because all he has is his little rose bushes, allegedly, his pogo sticks, and also his power. He is doing everything he can. At this point, he has sacrificed his own brother. He has sacrificed his nieces and nephews. He even has sacrificed the memory of his own mother in a desperate bid to retain power. And from that desperate bid, all that's happening is the Prince of Pogo Sticks is trending along with the Duchess of Tights and the affair. You guys, listen, if there's such a thing as karma, I do believe it's being revisited on what it's karma. It's vindictiveness. It's angriness. It's a need to destroy, coupled with ineptness, amateur hour, and the fact that they just don't know what they're doing. You want to do so many things to your enemies, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you have even the intelligence to hire the right team to carry that out for you. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments. A link to the full breakdown of all the salacious bits about the rumored affair will be in the description box, and I will talk to you later. Bye.